It's almost time to see the autumn gallery you've all created during the show and to reveal one-show artist Adebanji's contribution.
He found inspiration amongst the trees of Wiltshire to create a painting of his favourite season.
Autumn is the time of the year you live for as an artist. The vibrant golden and ochre tones of the leaves reflect the cycles of nature. I love nothing more than painting outside at this time of the year. So the One Show has set me a challenge to capture the beauty of autumn on canvas. I've come to Stourhead in Wiltshire, one of the best places in the country, to witness this seasonal spectacle.
The first thing that really catches my attention is the tree in front. I don't just see trees as just ordinary structures in the woods. I just see them as, you know, these kind of weird monsters. They don't talk, they don't say anything, but whoa, do they have some immense presence. Almost like a creature just crawls over, then you have the branches again. So everything seems to come together, just little by little. The musicians call it poco a poco, little by little. It's almost like harmony, melody, everything together. The branches all connecting. Everything will make sense once the color comes in. But these is what I call the bare bones.
My work is quite impressionistic, and I like to include people and movement into my compositions. And right on cue, a willing couple are walking through my frame.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop! One's come, it's that little space in between there, and he's got a front leg in there. Okay, that's it. Brilliant, brilliant, fantastic. That would do. That just gives me a nice, good feel.
This picture is starting to take shape, but I still want to add more life to this composition. These grandparents and their granddaughter are just what I'm looking for.
First of all, I've got her coat in there, so his feet go up, and they plot in right there. He was pointing, she was pointing. That's his head. Then the hands pointed out, I think, but that's, for me, I'm quite happy with the way that is in the picture. You guys have done tremendously well. Come over, let's have a little talk about all this. Why have you come here today?
We live fairly local at Marnell, and when we babysit, to see the countryside in the autumn colours, it's a bonus, so it's a good day out.
Brilliant, and I'm really happy that you've decided to do it today, because it helps my painting so much.
Basically, when I see people passing by, I think of the composition and I also think of variety. Are you with me? And when I saw the baby, I'm thinking, yes, this is about the cycle of life. Just as the trees have come through the times, I think she can add something to it. Now I've placed people into the scene, I'm ready to turn this sketch into a beautiful painting by adding in an autumn sky, the reflections on the lake, and a carpet of fallen leaves. My painting is beginning to take shape.
I've really got to the most interesting part of the day, because this part is where I can just play tic-tac with my autumn colors, like the one I'm just placing on it now, which has a little bit of yellowish brown in it. Some of them have gone into orange, some of them have gone into perfect red. Every color in autumn you can get here. Like, this is autumn at its very best. Get all the kind of colors you will get in autumn just to fly through.
But just as I feel I'm making progress, along comes the autumn rain. I've had to come under the shelter to protect the painting. So every other thing I'm gonna do has to be done in my studio. But at the moment, I'm quite pleased that I've caught the autumn colors.
Fantastic. And Adebanji is here with the finished painting. You've clearly been hard at work. It looks incredible. Are you pleased with the result?
Definitely I am.
It looks, I mean,
Oh,
the
that is a
detail is
brilliant
immense.
painting.
Andrew, what do you make of it?
I think it's lovely. There's an exhibition right at the moment of French Impressionists on in London, and it's a little bit like Pizarro. There's a bit of Pizarro in there. But I want to ask you, is it a real disappointment to have to go to the studio? Do you like to finish it in front of what you're painting? If you possibly can, if it's not ready.
I would have loved to finish it right there and then, but the rains came and I had to adjust. That's life.
I love your duck. Great duck.
Thank
Well, we asked for your autumnal pictures at home, and the response has been really overwhelming. We've put some of us up here in the gallery, which look fantastic, but we'll have a look at some in detail now.
Let's have a look
Lisa
at
and
these.
Victoria have got some
You know
for
that
us.
one?
Come on, then. This is Yvonne from Kent's grandson. His name is George, and he's enjoying the leaves. That's a lovely picture.
This is from Sarah. She took up painting again after 30 years. God, well done, Sarah. She was inspired by the fading light on early autumn evenings.
Gorgeous.
Amazing.
Victoria.
Milky light, I'd say.
Love
Milky,
that one.
something like that.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Kim in Scotland sent us this photo of
Lochernhead is the word you're looking for.
stag. Lochernhead.
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 Thank you, Kim.
This is from Ted. Thank you so much, Ted. This was taken in. Is that Bettis Park?
Bettis.
Bettis
It's
Park.
my go now, see,
This is
Bettis
Bettis
Park.
Park. I shouldn't be doing this. Bettis Park this morning of the local community clearing up the pathway of all the leaves.
Thank you so much. We're absolutely those. Well, thanks to all our guests this evening, to Lisa, Victoria and to Andrew. All the books are out this week, and Only Connect returns to BBC Two next Friday at 8:30.
I wish I could paint. Don't you think it'd be so great? It'd be so great if I could paint.
You can.
How do you start painting? You
Deep
can't
down,
paint
you
at
can.
all. How do you do
Come
it?
and ask me, I'll show you.
Well, you start with a blank canvas. You start with a blank.
But for somebody who's never done it before,
Start with
Andrew.
acrylics. They're the easiest paints to
Acrylics.
use. You can't make mistakes with acrylics. You can paint on top of paint, on top of paint, on top of paint, and it won't run. Start with acrylic. Start with go to get some drawing lessons. There are lots and lots of places you can get basic drawing lessons. Learn how to draw. It's quite difficult, but it's really, really exciting when you get into it.
You haven't seen me draw. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Everybody says this. It's never true.
Adebanji's nodding enthusiastically, obviously agreeing over there.
Yeah, I just believe everyone has it. You did it as a child and it's in there, and it only takes something to bring it out. Get there, get a pad, get a pencil, and do it.
There you
Good
are.
man. Yes.
Tomorrow, Sam Smith will be here playing Elton John's piano. See you at 7 o'clock. Thanks for
Have a
watching.
good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.